So let me get this straight. No Patrick Mahomes. No Lamar Jackson. No Joe Burrow. And Josh Allen still can't get to the Super Bowl? What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. All right, so division weekend for the NFL 2025 season playoffs has concluded. Well, it's 2025-2026, but it's the 2025 season. The season that started in 2025. All right, so this week's games, we had we had the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos, and we had the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Of course, we're doing the AFC games first. We're going to do the NFC games on another video. But first, we're going to talk about this Bills Broncos game, because man, now granted, Broncos dominated the majority of the game, but they was dominating the game based off of mistakes made by Josh Allen. So there was one, he had a total of 4 turnovers on his own. The team had 5 because James Cook had fumbled. But there was, I'll say maybe one fumble you can say is probably not his fault, because, you know, if your tackle gets beat on your blind side, like what can you do? You know, the interception near the end of the game, I don't know. That's 50-50, because you could say the receiver didn't fight for the ball, but then Cooks did look like he was hurt, a little bit slow to get up, but nevertheless, we're gonna discuss this in order. So Josh Allen did give his team a fighting chance, but that's because he gave them a fighting chance correcting and fixing mistakes that he made. So if he didn't make those mistakes, then Buffalo could have absolutely won this game, because the thing is that every turnover that they had, the Broncos was getting points off of them, whether it was a touchdown or a field goal. So, yeah. And Bo Nix was, Bo Nix is not the type of quarterback that you want to give a short field to, even as a rookie. You know, he's been playing some damn good football. You see the Broncos in the first seed. Nevertheless, James Cook had, He had 24 carries for 117 yards. Dalton Kincaid was 6 out of 6 for 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Marvin Mims, 8 out of 8 receptions for 93 yards and 1 touchdown. So really what it all came down to was the fumbles. And you know what? And Josh Allen, being the elite caliber of quarterback that he is the only reason why the team came back. But at the same time, he was also the reason why the team failed. So, oh man, but yeah, it's crazy. The thing is that on the AFC side, just to show you how topsy-turvy this season has been, both sides, the AFC and the NFC, is like 80% new blood. Like there was new teams on both sides of the aisle. But on the AFC side, I think the only other veteran that you might have had to worry about was Aaron Rodgers, and he got taken out by Houston. So, yeah. But no, nevertheless, Bills ended up coming back and tying this game, because the Broncos was actually about to win it up until the last 10 seconds. They kicked the Bills kicked the field goal to tie the game 30-30, and then of course, like I said, that crucial interception at the end of halftime or near the end of halftime with Brandon Cooks. I'm gonna say this right now because there's still talk today of whether or not that was considered an interception or not. It was an interception. It's an interception. I know you'll say, well, the tie's supposed to go to the receiver. Yes. If both players had caught the ball at the exact same time, they both had hands on the ball. Cooks had his hands here, and the other dude had his hands there, and they landed on the ground at the same time, and motion stops, then the tie goes to the receiver. That's a catch. Now, because Cooks never fully secured the ball before coming to a stop, and the defender ended up with it, it's an interception. He took the ball. He straight took the ball from Cooks. That's what happened. And then if you're saying that that's ridiculous, let me ask you this. Let's say Cooks had caught the ball and then he fell on the ground. Mind you, no, he didn't make a move or nothing. He just jumped up, caught the ball, fell on the ground, and then the ball popped out. That's an incomplete pass. So yeah, so he never had possession. You got to complete the catch for it to be considered a catch. The ground can't cause a fumble, but it can cause an incomplete pass. So yeah, so that's what it was. Hopefully that sheds some light, that ends the debate, and yeah. But nevertheless, yeah, Broncos are going on to the AFC Championship. They beat the Bills 33-30. Next game, we got, speaking of Houston, the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. And man, let me tell you, the theme of this game is defense ain't having it. Like the defense was on Stroud's ass, and that's an understatement, man. But yeah, first half was not a good half for C.J. Stroud. He kept stepping up, trying to make something happen. And as I can tell you from watching Jameis Winston over numerous years, that's not good. So he had, what did he have? He had 4 turnovers. He had 4 interceptions and a fumble. Hold on, no fumbles, but 4 interceptions. He threw 4 interceptions in this whole game. Yeah, he had a bad first half, but when he came out of halftime, offense looked slightly better. Slightly better. The thing is that he kept looking for 10 to 20 yard pass completions, deep balls. The thing is that when you're facing a team with a pass rush like the Patriots, you can't rely on that. You gotta set up your screens. Now, when you throw your screens, you can't throw your screen in front of a wall full of dudes and expect your receiver to be able to split the defense and plow through those guys. But no, this is one of those instances where when the team rushes, just like how I say with the Buccaneers, when the team blitzes, they're leaving a gap in the middle of the field wide open. So you just toss it over the top, hit the running back. So you don't have to keep your guys in the block, every single guy, because that's how screens work. You want them to rush in, so that way the ball is gone before they even get to you. So yeah, the 2 second release option was not there for Jalen. Oh my God, I was gonna say Jalen Hurts or Jalen Daniels, but no, the 2 second release option was not there for C.J. Stroud. With that being said, yeah, on the other side of the ball, the Patriots played a pretty solid game. Now, it's not like that the Patriots was really running away with the game. Like, Houston kept this between, they kept this at a 2-possession game. And the 2-possession game was like 9-10 points. Hold on, what was it? Going into halftime, it was 21-10. So it was an 11-point game. So Yeah, it's not like they was really running away with it. And they scored 2 field goals, so that's 6 points in the third quarter, where the Patriots didn't score any. So they had actually cut the lead to 4. And then, and then of course that amazing pass to Kayshon Boutte, the one-handed, the one-handed grab that almost went out of bounds. Man, that was a phenomenal catch. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I glossed over this. Near the end of the second half, Diggs had an amazing catch too, because that ball almost hit the ground. Oh man, but yeah, so yeah, solid win for the Patriots. Then once the Patriots was able to get ahead, they got the run game going, and they ran the clock out. So yeah, and of course with a defense like that, Stroud couldn't come back, and then that put Stroud in a position to where he had to throw to try to hurry up and come back, but defense ended up being too much for him. Patriots won the game, and it's not like that the Texans was just letting that happen. Because like I said, the Patriots wasn't running away with the game, because the Texans defense was right there with the Patriots defense. They was shutting shit down too. Like I said, the theme of this game was defense is not having it. So actually the theme of Sunday was defense not having it. And I know also part of that was also had to do with the conditions for both games that happened on Sunday night. It was snowing. Both games had snow, so I don't know. I meant to check the weather pattern. I think it was like snow across the entire north of the country. So I know it snowed here in Baltimore, but yeah. But no. Nevertheless, good win for the Patriots. Good win for the Broncos. So we got the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game. This is the first time that the Patriots have been to the AFC Championship game since 2018. And I think for the Broncos, it's been the first time they've been to the AFC Championship since Peyton Manning. And I think that was 2016, 2017, one of the, hold on, oh, age information. When was the last time the Broncos went to the AFC Championship game?
Their most recent appearance was on January 24th, 2016.
I was right. Okay. Yeah, 2016, yeah. 2016. I think that was the second time that they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Seahawks. Yeah. Or was that the first time? No, it had to have been the second time. Yeah. Okay, 2014. All right, I know what it is. All right, yeah. So they lost to the Seahawks in 2014. The Seahawks went to back-to-back Super Bowls. That's where I was getting confused at. So yeah, they then the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl that following year to play the Patriots. So the Patriots beat the did they beat the Broncos that year? I'm not gonna look that stat up right now, but the Patriots went to the Super Bowl that year because that was when Seattle was going for a repeat victory. Then the Patriots beat the Seahawks. That's how Tom Brady got his 4th ring. And then the following year was when the Broncos went and played the Panthers. And yeah. All right. Yeah, Von Miller went off in that game. But in any case, nevertheless, we got some good championships coming up. Next week, both halves will come back together because it's only gonna be 2 games. But I mean, I don't know. Depending on the content that's in each game, I might keep it separate. But who knows? But nevertheless, put your comments in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on this week's division round? How do you feel about the Bills versus the Broncos? Do you think Bo Nix has earned his spot in the AFC Championship game as a rookie? Do you think Josh Allen blew it? Do you think his team failed him? What do you think? How do you feel about Drake May? Is he the real deal? What is this? This is his second year? Making it to the AFC Championship game? Leading a new Patriots dynasty? Put your comments in the comment section down below. We're going to chop it up and start this conversation. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.